Hey, potato tots. Hey, sweet potatoes. Hey, cutie fruities. Whatever you are, I love you. And I just want to say, welcome to my channel. Setareh. I am stoked, no pun intended, that you're here with me today because today I'm talking about what's occurred after 3 weeks of me eating basically just potatoes, okay? I mean, in a nutshell, I can tell you this. It's been good. It's been really good. But I'm gonna get a little bit into like how much food I ate, have I lost weight, and yeah, like things that I've noticed in the way that I cook my potatoes, the differences that I've felt. Okay, so first off, something I've noticed is I feel so much more satiated, which is amazing. And I finally decided to weigh my food just to document my journey. So I finally weighed the amount of potatoes, and just FYI, most of us I think eat an average of 3 to 7 pounds of food a day. I know someone that eats up to 11. Robbie Barbero. You can follow him, Mindful Diabetic Robbie. He eats a lot of just fruits and raw veggies. Anyway, but most of us I think eat around roughly 3 to 6 pounds around there, okay? So I decided to weigh my food and I found out that I eat, oh my God, I eat so much. I eat in between 3.5 to 5 pounds of potatoes. But FYI, I'm solely eating just basically potatoes. And when I say basically, I also eat steamed veggies, but I wanted to do an experiment for a few days, which I did, where I was basically just eating just potatoes. And so I weighed my food and it was about 5 pounds of potatoes. That was like the most that I would eat, is 5 pounds of potatoes, and felt really satisfied. And something I noticed was that when I bake my potatoes versus when I boil them, you guys, my digestion is on fleek, okay? So if you guys have troubles with digestion, make sure that the way you cook your foods maintains or adds water to the food, because when you put it in the oven or the air fryer, you're kind of dehydrating it. And so if you are gonna eat them that way, because I'm not gonna lie, I love putting my potatoes, especially my like Japanese sweet potato, in the oven because it tastes like freaking cookies. But just make sure that you drink water during the day so that you're not like dehydrated, because you're dehydrating the tomato, and so therefore it doesn't flow as good as it can. You know what I mean? So that's what I've noticed, and just for the purposes of documentation, I decided to weigh myself. It's been a really long time, you guys. It's probably been over a year since I weighed myself. And what I can tell you is, like, I went to the doctors about a month ago and they weighed me there for the first time, and that was really hard for me. And then, so that was like a little before the potato diet, and then I weighed myself like after almost 3 weeks of being on the potato, and I've lost like, what, 3 to 4 pounds or something, but that's not why I'm doing this. But it's really cool to know that, like, you're not gonna gain weight on this diet. Unless your intention is to gain weight, then that's a different story. This just helps you get to your ideal weight if you're eating until you're satisfied. And in my case, I was a little scared, I'm not gonna lie, because I binge, because I have this challenge that I'm going through, which is trying to dig deep within myself to figure out what's going on and what's drawing me to binge, okay? So I typically have been eating about 5 pounds of food, but I've noticed that I feel so much less like bloated. Like my stomach is not as expanded as when I eat so many veggies and so many fruits as I did before. But that was also because I was like always trying to trick my body into eating less by eating things that are less in calorie. But your body and mind are so smart, and it's like, you're trying to trick me, aren't you? And that's not enough calories. It may be a lot of volume, but that's not enough calories. So now I'm trying to see what's gonna happen if I eat foods that are a little bit more dense, so a little bit higher in calorie. That way my nervous system, my mind, my brain will signal to me that I've eaten enough. And so far, so good. I'm not gonna lie though, I did notice as I'm weighing myself and I'm weighing my food, like, this is why I've avoided doing that. I think I'm gonna continue to avoid it, okay? Because then you start asking yourself like, oh, can I lose more weight? Or like, oh, like, what if I eat 4 pounds of food and let me weigh my food every day? You know, I notice those thoughts starting to come in, but I'm controlling it. I'm managing it. I'm very aware of it. So I think I'm gonna be good. So, and I just also wanted to take the time, you guys, to say, oh my God, I thank you so much Thank you to everybody who left me comments on my post on Instagram. I was really afraid to post this one picture and actually broke all the records of like the reaction that I've gotten all year on a single photo where I was just completely transparent and honest about how I feel about myself, and it's a photo of me like basically in a bathing suit, and it really meant so much to me, and it was a really important moment for me releasing that photo, and then the description that I wrote about me gaining weight and what my thoughts are about that. If you haven't seen it or read it, I would love for you guys to go and check it out on my Instagram. You guys have been a big part of like my healing during my time here on this beautiful planet, so I just want to acknowledge that and say thank you. Thank you, thank you. Thank you so much. I love you guys. So if you liked this video and you're excited to see what week 4 is going to be like, I have a very exciting event coming up, and so week 4 should be really interesting. So looking forward to talking to you guys about that. But in the meantime, los amo, los quiero, los adoro. I love you. I adore you so much. If you want the potato diet guide, it's completely free on setareh.com. Go check it out. The link is in the description. And let me know what your thoughts are. I want to know everything. I want to connect with you. Meet me in the comments. And I will talk to you guys on the next video. You guys are the best. That's all I gotta say. Bye.